Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Jess, and what I like to do here on my channel is just to help simplify the beauty and skincare world for you one video at a time. And today's video is actually going to be something I've never done before, and it's a haul. I recently, actually back in the end of July, I placed a couple orders on Ulta, on Sephora, and also on Ipsy. And so I thought I would share with you just some of the products that I got, so that way you can also know maybe what will be in future videos. So if you're interested in watching a quick haul, then keep on watching. So I am going to just get the confusing one out of the way. You know, when I mentioned Ipsy, what do you mean, how do you buy something on Ipsy? Well, if you're unfamiliar with what Ipsy is, it's a $10 a month beauty subscription service. They also have a store, or they also have like offers, like weekly offers or daily offers that you can go on, and usually it's like 40 to 50% off of what the regular products are. I actually found one that I was pretty excited about, and that is the ColourPop All I See Is Magic. So I don't really have many things from ColourPop, but I've heard really great things about their pressed eyeshadows, and so this palette here, so this is their 2017 Christmas or holiday palette, and you know, I know it's probably old news to most of you guys, but it was half off. So, you know, it was, I believe, I think it was around like $10, and it has 20 shades in it. And these are all of their like already single pan shades that are really popular, and so I'm really excited to get to try them. They have a really great blend of metallics and shimmer shades and matte shades too. And also, just kind of a random little thing, but the shade right here, so that is this really pretty pinky metallic shade, is called 1111. So that's actually really meaningful to me. I know it's really silly to get like bond over an eyeshadow over the name of it, but I was actually married on 11/11/11, and I have a thing with 11/11. I can go into that story another time, but so I thought that was kind of cool when I was looking at the shades online and deciding if I want to pick this up. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. I'm actually going to swatch a few of the shades here, just for our interest. Also, I want to note that with Ipsy offers, it's free shipping as well. So I'm going to go into shade 1111. So that swatched really nicely. I know, you know, you would blend it out, although I like to put metallic shades just right on my eyelid. That's really pretty. I'm really excited about that shade. Okay, so then I'll go in, I really gravitate towards that kind of teal green. Ooh, and it's definitely even softer than the pink that I just did. Oh, that's so cool. It's like duochrome. So it's green, but then it like, as you blend it out, it has more of a brown base to it. That one might be actually a little bit of a challenge for me because I've never really worked with that kind of a shade before, but it could be really fun, especially for the fall, to even put a little bit of in the outer corner. And I really do want to expand my looks. You always just see me kind of with this look on. It takes me about 2 minutes to do, so that's usually why I wear it. But yeah, it's interesting. At least I like the formula. It feels very buttery, but not too creamy. All right, lastly, I'm going to try a matte shade. Maybe I'll do 2 more swatches. This one here, and that purple. Wow, that is intense. A little bit nervous that will be a kind of difficult one to blend out. It's blending okay, I guess, but probably going very lightly. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on my eyes. So that shade is Pitter Patter. And then I'm gonna go in with the big spoon that's right here. Wow, that's really messy. You can tell I don't swatch very often. Okay, I'm gonna still do it there because it's life. Okay. It's definitely in the salmon family, I would say, but leaning more towards like burnt orange salmon-y. So that's really pretty as well. So I'm really excited about, look at the shine on 1111. And then the matte, this one here, it was a little bit powdery, but you know, swatches are swatches. It's until you actually play with them and put them on your eye and use a brush or use different techniques, then you really know. But at least I'm understanding kind of what the colors are, and I really am excited about that. All right, all clean. Now we can move on. Again, I know that the ColourPop palette is kind of old news, but you know, I'm okay. I kind of am getting a little bit, how should I say? I've been watching a lot of declutters lately because I need to declutter my makeup. And one thing I noticed is that especially big YouTubers, they say, well, you know, this is a special edition or limited edition palette, and since I can't really give you guys, you know, since it's not available anymore, I don't really want to show it to you. But I'm thinking, well, what if like all of us had bought that limited edition palette and we want to still know other people's thoughts about it or see tutorials with old palettes? Like, why do we have to have brand new on the market stuff? I mean, I know some of it's nice to know, especially if you want to watch a video on it before you buy it, and that's good, so to release new content, new stuff. But for the majority of us, we don't buy stuff every single month or week, all the new stuff, you know, and so it's still okay to have old news things, even though 8 months ago isn't very old news. But anyways, I digress. Okay, let's move on to Ulta. A couple weeks ago, or even like a week and a half ago, it was lipstick day, like National Lipstick Day. And Ulta had a sale. They had promotion with 50% off lip products. And so I thought, you know, I do want to kind of go through my lip collection and get some products that I actually really love. Most of my lipsticks and things that I have, I've received through like subscription boxes and things that I didn't really actually get to choose the shade and things like that. So all of these lip products were either 40 or 50% off. I actually got, you know, buy one get one free one too. So the first one I want to talk about is the Pacifica Sun Lip Care SPF 30, and this is an SPF 30 mineral sunscreen lip. It's like a lip balm, but I've actually been using it. I kind of made a little dent in it already. So I have another one that is a mineral lip balm too, and what I'm trying to do is find a more healthier alternative than the fresh lip balms that have the SPF 15, but it's a chemical SPF. It's a nice shade. It has an interesting smell to it. I don't know how to describe them. It's kind of like a vanilla sugar cookie, but something's a little bit off with it. But I end up getting used to it, and it works really well as far as staying on my lips for a while. It says it's 80-minute water resistant, vegan, cruelty free. It leaves a nice tint, but the only thing is it's not very moisturizing. So I use it more when I'm outside a lot, and like I used this by the pool one day, and I wore it because I wanted to protect my lips from the sun, but they looked a little bit dry. So if you don't really care about your lips looking too dry, then I think that, you know, and you just want the sun protection, then I do think that this is a great lip balm. Okay, so let's talk about what's on my lips right now. So I'm wearing the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip Velvet Finish in the shade Berry Healthy. And it's a really pretty packaging, I think. I actually like it better than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one that I have here next to me. But so I really enjoy this packaging, and I enjoy the feel of this. So this was recommended by Emily Noel. I'm sure other people have mentioned it too, but I really like the shade. It's a little bit darker than what I'm used to. I think it'll be perfect also for the fall and winter. So this has an applicator like this, which is, you know, different. It has a tip, which I like, so that way I can kind of outline my lips. And it has a moussey feel to it. And we're going to awkwardly swatch my hand. So it has a thinner moussey feel to it. It doesn't dry down super like uncomfortable. It does transfer, which unfortunately, so I can't like kiss my kids. I guess there's always that trade-off, because if something is kiss-proof, then it's probably pretty drying. But so this kind of just feels really comfortable. Like, it reminds me of my favorite Buxom Wildly Whipped formula, but this is obviously a lot more affordable than that. And yeah, I have that on, but it leaves more of a matte finish, which I like matte finishes sometimes, but if you know me, I do really like glossy, more healthy looking lips. So for this video, I actually put on my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Girly, and it's their lip gloss, and it's a lip plumping gloss, which I didn't know, because when I first put it on, I was like, woo, like that really, it really does tingle kind of feels like plumping, like it kind of feels like the Too Faced lip plumpers. So this shade I would say is a kind of a peachy pink shade with reflectiveness in it. It's very like holographic kind of, I guess you could say. And at first when I got it, I was like, what did I do? Why did I get this? When am I ever going to use this? It looks very dramatic. But I actually like how, you know, if I just use a little bit of it in the center, the light catches it nicely. It doesn't look wet glossy. It just has that kind of shimmer, but it's not like when I was 12 and I, you know, put shimmer lip glosses on then. So I really, really liked this. And this was actually buy one, get one free. So I picked up a regular one as well that wasn't shiny and glossy and metallic. Okay, so that is my really weird swatch of Girly. I really like it. I like it as a lip topper. I haven't actually worn it though by itself. I feel like it might be a little bit too much for me if it was just by itself. The other Anastasia one I picked up is the shade Vintage in their lip gloss. And this is a really popular shade. So it's like this mauve-y, kind of light mauve shade that I think would work kind of all year round. It's not too berry, it's not too like corally or anything like that. It's just a light kind of cool tone mauve. I actually haven't worn it yet. I think it's really pretty. And again, I got these buy one, get one free, so it ended up being, you know, that they're half off. So they're originally $22, which that's why I've never bought a full-size ABH gloss before. But when I thought, you know, it's actually $11 per gloss, that's kind of the same price that you can get for drugstore, I snatched them up. So the next one I got is this Revlon Kiss Cushion Lip Tint. It really reminded me, the pictures online, of the Lancome matte shakers because of the same type of, you know, spongy tip. So I've only tried it one time, but it really has a similar formula to the Lancome shakers. So if you have been, wanted to try that, or if you've heard like Alana Davis talk about it all the time about the matte shakers, then maybe you should try out these because these are like a fraction of the price. This is in the shade Fancy Rose. And so you click, 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 and it comes out onto here. And then you put it on your lips, and it's kind of a thicker, it's like interesting. If you can see, it kind of is, it can be patchy. I had to, I think, go over my lips a couple times to make sure like the thickness was smoothed out. It kind of balled up, you know, in a little bit of areas. So I did have to, at first, kind of manipulate it a little bit, but then once I got it to be good, it actually dried down nicely and stayed on my lips for a good while. So that is the shade. That's a lot more browner than I actually have, you know, these shades here. But I think it's gonna be really pretty in the fall time, and it wasn't too bold of a look in my opinion. And with the price of Revlon, you know, I just thought, why not give it a try? I think it was like half off, so. And speaking of really low price, I had never heard of this brand. I don't know if it's just not very popular because of how inexpensive it is, but this brand, Bronx Colors, I think they're actually an Irish brand, if I'm right. And this I picked up for like $1.50. It's a liquid lip gloss, or all lip glosses are liquid. So it's their smoothie lip gloss in the shade SLG08 maybe. I actually can't find a shade for this, but it's more of a peachy shade, so more kind of summery. Definitely the lightest one that I've tried. Oh, it actually has a very similar wand, similar to the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip. Again, this is a lip gloss, so it does have a kind of a sheer color to it, but I thought for $1.50, I really want to give it a try. I haven't tried it out yet. I'll definitely do a haul update and let you know a little bit more if I haven't already reviewed. I know I reviewed some of them already, but for those that I haven't tried yet, I'm going to give a haul update. And it kind of looks right now a little bit streaky, but I am applying it on my knuckles. Kind of a weird spot for a swatch. So okay, let me just quickly swatch the Pacifica for you because I didn't do that before. It's like a drier formula, like I said. So that is the Pacifica's lip balm there. Just a sheer color, but at the same time, it does kind of tint my lips a little bit. So the next thing I picked up from Ulta is this really random thing, but I heard Stephanie Marie, she did a video all about just how to get really nice lashes, and that's something that I'm always looking for. And so this is the Tweezerman lash comb. I've never tried a lash comb before. I usually will use like this a spoolie that's for like eyebrow products, like, you know, my e.l.f. spoolie that had double-ended, and I'll just kind of use that in my lashes if I feel like they're really clumpy. But she really recommended this Tweezerman, and it was on sale, and it's already only like $9 or something like that, and so it wasn't too expensive, and I thought if that's gonna help me step up my lash game, then why not try that out. So I haven't tried it yet. I actually misplaced it until like a couple minutes before this video I found it, so I'm going to try that out, and I'll let you know if it's, you know, works for me. The last thing I picked up from Ulta was, I think, 40% off, and that is this BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. And I have had my eye on this for a while. I think Jen from Jen Loves Reviews has talked a lot about this palette. I actually watched her review video on it before I bought the palette. It was, I think, in 2016. So this palette is quite a bit older, and I don't have anything like this in my eyeshadow palette collection. Look at those. Aren't those so cool? They're so cool. And a lot of them are duochrome. They all like look like they swatched really well when I was watching Jen's swatches, and they're just really, really neat. Again, I don't have a lot of colors in my collection. I just really wanted to expand my collection, and BH Cosmetics is pretty affordable, and so even though, again, this is an older palette, probably many of you guys already have it maybe, but if not, like, old is okay. So there are 18 shades in here, and they all are more like space themed names, which I really love. I personally like names that aren't like Too Faced. I don't really care for. They're, especially in their smaller palettes, like their Natural Eyes palette, or they tend to just have shades that, you know, are a little bit more sexually, you know, geared towards their names. And so I actually like that. You know, if my daughter, once she starts to be able to read and she wants to play with colorful makeup with me, and she reads these names, she's not gonna be like, "Mommy, what is for?" or something like that. It's like, oh, Meteor, Venus, you know, Aphrodite, Milky Way, stuff like. So anyways, I like that about it. It does have a mirror here, and let's just swatch some of these. I'm going to swatch. And so, okay, so I swatched Electra, which is this blue one here. So this is a nice light blue, and it does have reflective, you know, good reflective properties to it, but it is definitely a lot more powderier. Kind of reminds me of just obviously just a little bit cheaper of a formula, but you know, that was just one shade. So let's try a couple others. I'm going to try Jupiter. Yeah, so it does feel more of like that baked feel where it's just kind of powdery. This is definitely going to be a palette that I will have to play with more and let you know, because the swatches are just, you know. Okay, two more things that I picked up, and then we'll be done with the haul. This one here is the Pharmacy's Bright On Mask. This is their vitamin C massage activated mask. So at first I believe it's green, and then when you massage it, it turns purple, or vice versa. I'm pretty sure it's first green, and then when you like kind of massage it in, it activates it and it turns purple. So this, a lot of my friends on Instagram have been raving about this, and so I picked this up. It actually, this one is, you can see it says made exclusively for BoxyCharm. So I actually picked this up on my Facebook swap group that somebody from that had a BoxyCharm, they didn't want this, and so I actually got it for more than half off of the price that I could get it at Sephora. And so I was really excited to be able to try it out for a really discounted price. It came sealed, which is really nice. But so this mask is supposed to just be really brightening, and I think it's really cool that it changes colors. So there's that skin-tertainment. That's pretty cool too. I'm excited to try this out. Pharmacy, it makes my favorite honey potion mask, and so hopefully this will be a home run as well. And lastly, I made a Sephora order to buy something for my mom for her birthday coming up here in August. And the little point perk that I got with that was this Hourglass Caution mascara, and it's a little mini, and I've heard a lot of people raving about it, and especially Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom. Although she did warn me, or warn us, that the mini size looks like it has a different brush, so it might have similar formula but a different different brush, but I've also heard people that really like the mini size. So I'm going to try this out. I haven't tried it yet, and I'm going to put it in my monthly makeup drawer and yeah, try this out. So that is everything for this haul. Before you go, I do want to just let you know, I actually for the whole month of August have been on a no buy. I know this is a haul and I'm posting this in August, but I purchased all of these things at the end of July, and then I decided that I wanted to go on a no buy because I kind of like to buy new things and I want to stop that habit. I mean, I know like I have a channel and I want to show and review things, but I think I have enough stuff for sure to be able to review for you even if I don't buy something every single month. And so I wanted to kind of set that challenge for me. I've been watching a lot of Hannah's videos. I'll link her channel down below, but she has been doing a whole year of no buy. So she's in her 8th month now of not buying anything skincare or hair care or makeup or anything really. But for me, I'm just doing makeup and skincare, and I just really am inspired by her content and by just the things that she talks about. So yeah, I'm just kind of on a no buy. I won't be there's a lot of sales going to be going on here in August, and I'm just, you know, trying to stay away from looking at the sale pages, and I kind of unsubscribed from certain channels that show all of the new deals and sales, same with on Instagram. I just find that I don't spend a lot of time browsing online and looking for things that I want. Instead, I just am enjoying things that I have. And so even though I just got these new products and I haven't tried them out, I know that is helpful. I might extend it into September. We'll see how it goes, but I just thought I would let you know that, you know, not judging anybody who likes to buy something every week, but for me personally, I just want to become a little bit more of a healthier consumer in general. And so yeah, I thank you so much for sticking around with this haul. It was my first haul I've ever done. Obviously, you could tell by the swatches that I don't usually do stuff like that, but I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would love for you to stick around and subscribe if you would like to. Definitely hit this red subscribe button and you'll see me more in your subscription feed. Also, if you want to check me over on Instagram, I actually posted a picture last week about those lip products, and so you kind of get sneak peeks of content before I upload it to YouTube, and I just post there quite a bit. It's just a really fun platform to be on, and so that's Glamfreebeauty. I would love to see you over there. I'm almost to 1,000 followers. Probably by the time I upload this, I will be at 1,000, which is amazing. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for all of my followers there, and so yes, I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.